What's up, everyone? Dr. Jacob Wilson here, the Muscle PhD, and today we got a really interesting question, which is how do I add variety, right, to any given exercise? And I think this is a very important question. I think that basically, if you were to say, listen, what is the number one way I can never stop growing? Number one way, right? And you only had one thing you can do, just one thing, okay? It would be to change up your exercise selection. Like I'm telling you right now, number one thing is change up your exercise selection. Think about this for a second. And you got to ask yourself this. When you do your leg workouts, is there a movement that in 80% of your leg workouts you always do, right? In your chest workout, is there a movement in 80% of your chest workouts that you always do, okay? For most of you guys, most of the guys out there, you would say, yes, 80% of my chest workouts, I do bench press. Yes, 80% of my leg workouts, I do squat. Well, and then you ask yourself, why am I plateaued? You know what I mean? I hear so many people say, like, I've been training for so many years, that's why I can't make gains. Gains are going to come small at this point. Maybe gains are becoming small at this point because 80% of your workouts feature the same exercise, okay? And I don't care how fond you are of that exercise, how comfortable you are with that exercise, you will stop growing if you keep doing that, okay? You go, but listen, I love squats. I got to do squats every workout. That's great. Then what I want to tell you right now is easily, if you sat down, you're creative, in the next hour, you could take a squat and give me 50 variations of that squat. Okay, and so that's what I want you to do is basically understand that every exercise has almost endless variety of variations. Okay, again, let's take the squat for example. Okay, one variable you can modify in the squat is width. I can do a wide stance squat. I can do an ultra wide stance squat. I can do a close stance squat. I can point my toes outwards. I can point my toes forward. Okay, I could elevate my heels. I can have my heels flat. Okay. I could, those are literally just stance modifications to my squat, okay? And right there, I probably named 6 variations in the squat alone, just on stance alone. What else could I do? Look at bar placement. I could have a high bar placement, okay? I can have a moderate bar placement. I can have a very low bar placement, okay? That's 3 variations right there. If you combine those variations with just the 6 stance variations right there, that's 3 times 6, that's 18 different variations that you could have in your squat just right there. And I named it in a very short period of time. Okay, what else could I do? I could put bands on the squats. I could do banded squats, right? I could put chains on the bar. I could do chain squats. And if you add that to all the variation I said, that's endless variation, right? I could also do front squats, okay? And so I just gave you like a bunch of different variations. I could do Smith machine squats. I could do machine squats, right? The concept I'm saying, guys, is there's almost an endless variation in everything that you do. I could do Zercher squats, okay? I can do hack squats. I just named a bunch of different variations, and the main point I'm trying to get home is that any different exercise, there's a million different variations, okay? So what do I want you to do, okay? What I want you to do is this. For the next 3 months, I want to challenge you to make this modification to your workout. I want you to take all your main exercises that you do. I want you to write down at minimum 30 different variations. And for the next 3 months, I want you to never repeat a variation to any movement that you do, okay? So if it is a squat, and you do 30 leg workouts in the next 3 months, you should never do the same squat, okay? If you're doing a bench press or a pressing movement for your chest, 30 different variations. You are not allowed to come back around until you've done all 30 of them, okay? And then cycle back to the beginning one, okay? If you're going to do, think about it, it gets harder and harder and harder, right? If you're thinking about this. If you're doing a curl, I want you to come up with 30 different variations, okay? And don't stop doing them. Now, once you've reached that number 30, I want you to start over again, okay? If you do that over for the next year, even the next 3 months, but if you carry that out for the next year, this BS of I can't make gains because I'm well trained you will think twice, because you'll make more gains in the next year than you've literally made in the last 5 years of your training. Guaranteed, okay? So what's the take-home message? There's a lot of variation to every single exercise that you do, okay? I want you to take every single exercise that you primarily do, make 30 different variations of that. For the next 3 months, and ideally the next year, cycle through those. And you're gonna make more gains than you're gonna make in your life. Thank you so much. I'll see you next time.